Hey, it's Rhonda Del Baccio, the crafty blind girl and aka the story lady, and I'm going to do something here. I am at Leader Dogs for the Blind, about to get my second guide dog. And I'm looking at this, I guess a swag bag, a goodie basket, whatever. This is actually our lockbox safe. We don't get to keep that, but the goodies in it. And some of them are pretty different from what we had. Some of them are the same when I was here for my first one. So let's go through it together. And oh, by the way, I'm going to put the link below, but in my account, The Story Lady, my other account, I did a full walkthrough of the rooms, and the rooms are much the same. The swag has changed, or the items for the dog have changed a little bit, but otherwise it's pretty well the same. So here's a very cool comb. That looks nicer than the one from before, actually. The Zoom Groom is really cool. It's great for getting the loose hair and stuff off the dog, and plus you can just dampen it, and then any hair that's stuck to it will just come right off. That part's the same. This is a nice slicker, and it has a release so that you can get the hairs out of the brush better. So there's that. They give you a Kong this time, which we used to have to just borrow one from the desk if we didn't have one with us. A gentle Lita. Okay. That's interesting. They gave us one, but they didn't give it to us just in the box like that before. And they have a dark and a light version of that. That is a halter for anyone who isn't familiar and is wigging out. It's just like the halter of a horse. If you control the head, you control the body. And so for some dogs, for times of distractions, or if they pull or whatever, it's handy to have. And this is a cool sign. Do not pet me, I am working. And the neat thing about this, I'm doing this one-handed, so forgive me, y'all. Anyway, the Velcro opens and there's a pouch in here. I can't do it one-handed. And then there's a pouch back here so you can keep a couple of pooty bags. I put a couple of hand wipes in there, individually wrapped. And then if you want to put your ID card or some Guide Dog Rules cards, or I put the little Leader Dog baseball cards, the info cards about leaders. So that, they give you one of those. I had to buy mine before. This is a Deluxe Treat Bag. I will go through this later. This is something they sell in their store for 30 bucks. There's a little thing in the side. You could put poo bags or hand sanitizer, whatever. There's a little ringy ding. There are several pouches. I'll have to show this differently separately because I can't do this very effectively one-handed. But this is one really super deluxe pouch. Super grateful for our treats, because in the beginning you have to give more treats to help them be able to switch over to you. And oh, that's a nice big bag. Charlie Bears. These are the treats we're using now. That's a different breed. Yeah, different breed of treat, or a different brand of treat. And they're good for training, and they're small, and they're not very many calories, so that's good because you don't want the dog eating a whole extra meal. And then this is the leash, and my gosh, I'll have to show you guys this leash is it's a beautiful leash, it's great, but it's super stiff, and I've had the leash from my Gemma dog. We worked for 7 years, and it's so soft. So there's the leash. And then the other thing that's trying very hard to elude me and disrupt the trash can, it's going fishing. I decided to hook the garbage can. But this is when you need a tie down. Now this is, the one they had before was chain, like chain link, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. So, and I haven't seen, that's better. They kind of expected you to chain your dog into a wall, and I'm like, well, who has walls that you can do that? I'd be pulling my house apart. So I guess that you could put around a table leg or something. So that is the swag bag. And then once you get all this stuff out, you can put your valuables in the box and lock it. They give you a key for that purpose. So that is the 2022 Leader Dog swag that you get when you come to Leader Dogs for the Blind. And of course, while you're here, everything is covered. Your dog, yes, but not only your wonderful dog. I mean, that's the reason we come, is for that. But you get all your room and board. They pay your airfare. You don't pay anything for the food. You don't pay anything for the air. You don't pay anything for the dog. Anything for the dog's food and treats and stuff while it's here. And as you see, these things you get to take home with you. So you go home with a basic set of your tools. And of course, all the training and everything. There's variable programs. The basic program is 3 weeks, but there are hybrid programs. There's ones for people that live more city or different things. So you can just check with leaderdog.org about that. But you get all that. The only thing you have to pay for is the baggage fee at the airport. I think that's not too bad. $35 each way. Everything else covered. Sweet deal. But that's all the swag. Some really good stuff. I thought there would have been a Nylabone. Actually, I didn't see a Nylabone. Unless I just missed it, or they missed giving me one. I'm not sure. But anyway, or maybe they don't do a Nylabone anymore. They used to do a Nylabone. But I don't see one. Nyley. No Nyley. Oh well. Okay, so there might be a Nylabone. If there is, I'll mention it in the comments. I think there is. I think they could have just missed it, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. This is my second time coming for a leader. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments for me, but they're wonderful people to deal with. So if you're thinking maybe it's time to have a dog guide or guide dog as opposed to using a cane, then check it out, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. So this is Rhonda Del Baccio, aka the Crafty Blind Girl, aka the Story Lady, and we have supper soon, so I'm going to go off and eat our first supper with everyone, and we'll talk to you sometime soon. And as always, cheers to your blissful life.